Hello and welcome back to the Void, everyone. Today, we're going to be playing Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as the parallax effect on rare occasions that have caused motion sickness in players. Alright, so, yes, this game is one that I know next to nothing about. I know it is a drawn style horror game and maybe a visual novel, but what I know more than anything is that Steam was very adamant that I play this. So, we are going to get right into it and we are going to see what this whole thing is about. Just give me just a second as I have to, as always, readjust my windows so that I can play this to the best of my ability. No, you fucker. Alright. So, here we are. Fuck, that doesn't really look great. But, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna see what it's about. The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1. So, I am the
You're
hero.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so let's see what we have here. Whoa, we got a lot of options. So, explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? Okay, thanks for telling me, sweet. I've always wanted to offer my Viva la Revolution. Silently continue and turn around and leave. I want... So what if I'm okay?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Interesting. So, to end the world, I have to slay her. To save the world, I also have to slay her. So, you know, this princess, she seems a bit fucked. Because, you know, I wonder how many endings this game has.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a
Hey,
seamstress?
fuck you, dude.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Damn, bro. Okay.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules.
You're the
I
narrator.
wish I did, but I don't.
I think you do, Mr. Bennett Foddy.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
You, sir, are full of it. Alright.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Okay, so the narrator is kind of self-aware. That's interesting.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
It is a beautiful game, though, and the sound design
A
is...
warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so wait. The narrator and the hero... Who am I, then? I don't have any other options. What is this? Okay, so it does have, like, a chat log. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to the cabin then. What's that strange squelching? Am I...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Okay.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so... I'm going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, so there's very clearly a different route we can take, having not taken the blade. So I am interested...
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
So I don't think I'm going to kill him
This
immediately.
is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hello. That is a very excellent voice.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
You know what? It does. But, you know, I have to say, I do
Don't let it fool
appreciate it.
you. It's all part of the manipulation.
And the sound design is fantastic. Let's see here. Hello!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
God damn. Okay, let's go. Into the fray.
You walk down the stairs.
Your
and lock eyes with
voice
the
and your
princess.
image don't really
There's
go
a heavy
together.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I'm sure, Mr. Voice.
Focus on the task at hand.
Okay, so,
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
yes. Hello. I'm here to slay you. I'm definitely here to slay you. Just that. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Okay, now you're gonna murder me.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I agree, Mr. Voice. I'm still not sure if you are me or if someone else. Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem, ma'am. I'm
Against
going
your
to
better
die.
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
You look very tired, lady. It's okay. I like your crown.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can
Come on.
assure you there's no
We're just-
reasoning with her. Just
It's
make
a
sure you
love
don't
story,
forget about
like the
blade on
game
floor.
said. So
going
I'm here
to
to
need it.
chat her up. I'm here to lay down some riz. I don't know what I'm doing.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
It is a bit awkward, but sometimes awkward is the best step forward. Let's see. There are people out there who think you're going to end the world. What have you to say about that? I suppose. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. Let's start with her name.
She hesitates before answering.
Hello, my name is Noel.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Oh, well, excuse me, your royal cuntship.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Narrator, I don't think I can trust you, man. You're just so gung-ho about killing someone.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, that is very true.
You can't. Don't bother.
You, Mr. Stanley Parable fuck, can back off.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Okay. So,
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
am I going
Right.
to cut off your hand?
She is. I'm sure of it.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
You are such a bitch.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay. This isn't... Hold on. Okay.
Do you?
No. That's what I'm asking.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
You are doing the same fucking shit, bitch. Alright. Well, so... Oh boy, she's not...
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No, to be honest, you made it very difficult.
You know why you're here.
Narrator, shut up, dude. Let's look at the change.
You have to be kidding me.
Come on, you dude. I'm not such a fucking Neanderthal that I'm just going to kill anybody you tell me to kill. You're not even paying me, motherfucker.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Yes,
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
okay. Well,
If you
chain.
don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah, thank you.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I don't believe you.
I'll be here.
Okay. Rapunzel.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of
you
a lock
fucking dick.
sliding into place.
You just... Alright, you
Is
just...
someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, you suck.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Okay, so the narrator is against me.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay. We're gonna...
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Okay. So... The voice of the hero, is that a voice in my head, or is that the voice of the character?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Narrator. Save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's
Whoa,
arm,
what the
just
fuck?
above the massive, unyielding chain.
What am I? I am...
You cut into her flesh.
Oh, Jesus.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She
Whoa.
didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
What's up? I've got gross monster hands. You want to see what I can do with them?
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
All right. Yeah.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, the fuck I don't.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warner.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Oh, motherfucker. What? Hold on.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna...
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
What am I? I am a bird. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No,
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
The fuck? You
And
just...
then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Whoa.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Hey. You stabbed me, you bitch.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
No. But, you know what? Fuck you, because... Oh, shit. Alright, chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Alright, so...
If you
round
don't,
2, motherfucker.
it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My
This one.
tricks? What on earth are you talking about?
Ah,
We've
don't
just met for the
gaslight me, you
first time.
fucking disembodied British man. Tea and crumpets and murdering princesses.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Voice of the skep.
I'm
Yeah!
inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that
Okay,
way.
so we are crazy.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Well, we outnumber him
And
now.
as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Okay.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay, so...
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Oh, this is excellent, honestly. This kind of feels like I'm playing a D&D campaign, and I'm not quite listening to the...
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all. Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, like it didn't have any.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself?
Okay.
Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh boy. So we're playing the Stanley parable with ReZero. Okay, so
If
great.
it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Okay, hold on. Now I need to know real quick, is that the same motherfucker from Stanley Parable? Alright, let's look here. Alright, the narrator is voiced by the narrator is voiced by who the fuck are you voiced by? Jonathon Sims. Alright, Jonathon Sims. Alright, so Magnus Archives. Okay. Huh. So I don't know much about the Magnus Archives, but yeah, I have definitely heard about it from a friend of mine, but so this is wait, is it actually the same guy? Hold on. Let me look here. Okay. I don't know. Can't find it. But, so anyway, the narrator is Jonathon Sims of the Magnus Archive, which is a thing.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
That is true.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
We got a pretty good group of
You're
guys
talking
going
in
here.
circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Oh boy.
Just be quick about it.
The reason she was even able to kill me last year is because I let her. After all, all she did was sort of.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't
No,
overcomplicate
motherfucker.
things.
We can't just simplify things and say, oh, she's in the basement because she's evil. She's evil because she's in the basement. She ends the world because she does. We need to kill her because I said so. I don't do things because you said so. And if people locked her away, why then couldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, I'm the fucking chosen
You're
one,
the
huh?
only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Fuck that.
I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Because you making me.
Yes. Right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a
all
ticking
in
clock right now.
this
So please, just
together
get
to
the
slay
cabin.
this chick in her basement. The only reason she was even...
She
Yeah.
just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that,
No.
despite it
No.
all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Yeah, exactly. We can't just...
What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
Yeah.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Okay, check my
Put
pockets.
your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Are you fucking kidding me, narrator? This is such bullshit. The evidence. Sorry, just gonna grab a bit of my tea here. So, I'm still curious. Am I a bird or a dragon? I don't know. I wish I could see my player card.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Am I a toddler? 'Cause my handwriting sucks.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
I don't trust you.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Yeah. You fucking killed it.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
I don't trust
I think
you.
we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Yep. So if I keep dying, am I gonna get more voices?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I don't think murder is a simple
Not to
situation.
sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
I don't. That's
Great.
all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let's go and try this.
Warning. But she will lie,
Yes,
she will cheat,
I know.
and she will do... Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just
go in.
take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
He's a disembodied voice. What else is he supposed to do?
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
You guys. Apparently I am Deadpool.
The interior of the cabin
Oh, the
is
table's
less
different.
a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay, so
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
this is a different cabin.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This is a mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Strange.
There was a mirror a second ago.
There was. So,
Now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
yeah, alright.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
It does not seem like the same place.
Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Oh, I most definitely have. She slit my wrist. Never slit my throat. You, on the other hand, I trust the woman that killed me more than I trust you, narrator.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
No.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Okay, skeptic.
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope a part of that plan is don't give the world-ending monstrosity your only weapon, because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
I don't trust
Peachy,
you, nerd.
we'll be fine.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm trusting you.
Alright, let's grab the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Thanks. I mean it.
No problem, skeptic. Alright, let's go. Is the dungeon gonna be different?
The door to the
Oh, it
basement
is.
creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
It is a different basement.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up
Harsh.
the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
You know what? You sound much nicer
Must
now.
you remember us? You walk down the stairs and
Whoa,
lock eyes
whoa,
with the
whoa,
princess.
whoa.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall.
We cut off
join
her
in a
hand
metallic
last time.
chorus
They
as she
give her more
adjusts her
chains.
hands in her lap.
Are you a different princess?
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Oh. Thank you, skeptic. That is actually very interesting. Is that my chain?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it definitely was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, okay.
You step towards the princess.
Your crown is
She
different.
stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay, you're more cautious now.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yeah, okay.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
You know what? You seem very reasonable now, princess.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Well, last time I tried to free you and you killed me. Let's ask her.
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Okay.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay. Interesting.
And now you're back.
Yeah.
Is that really all she knows?
Probably not.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
So,
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
interesting, because So, I'm coming to the conclusion that she is absolutely dangerous. But I also think that somehow we are powerful. Like, we both have some time loop
I
going
guess
on.
what you said back in the woods really was true.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Yes. it has.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Should have chose a different guy now.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
In case I didn't kill her.
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Well, thank you, you absolute dickhead.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
So, the narrator, seems to be the only one that dies.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Yeah.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
No.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No.
I won't.
Yep. Thank you, Skeptic.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Maybe the next version of you will tell me.
Give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You
No, I'm
shouldn't
not
be
daydreaming. I'm
daydreaming.
talking to the weirdos in my head. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I'm sure it will,
I
actually.
hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, no shit, you wouldn't.
Why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need
Yeah.
to
This
investigate.
is a video game. The moment somebody says, don't go there, you have to go there.
But what if he's telling the truth?
Then we'll die and reset.
He isn't.
That's some flawless logic right there. Alright, we're gonna get one more ending in this
I
video.
am.
Inspect.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
Yeah.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes.
No shit, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Yeah, come on. Bring it on.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Yep.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Sup? Come here often? I'm the new guy. I'm Noel. Nice to be finally talking with you.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
Yep,
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
that is true. Don't fucking chain ourselves to a wall.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
Yeah.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Wow. Alright, well.
That's rude.
Wait.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
Oh, is another guy gonna come down the stairs and kill us?
This is so boring.
It is.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
True.
There isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
I do quite like that.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
I'm not too far away from the princess. I'm right fucking next to her.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
We're fine.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
I don't believe you.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
So, trapped in a basement right next to a beautiful princess for all eternity. But we're gonna die, so that's...
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
That is true, skeptic.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Bitch.
Still rude.
Yeah.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
I suppose if we wait long enough, our chains will break.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
That is true.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement.
So wearing this
Dirt
chain made us
seeps inside,
immortal.
flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass until suddenly there are no walls. And then...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Hey, it's okay. Excuse the fuck out of me? What? But you don't get the chance to respond. Something's taken her away, and it's left something else.
She's
instead.
gone. Where does she go? Should we try and find
Fucking
her?
mirror.
Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
I don't know.
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
We just were outside.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
She got taken away by the
She's
god hand.
gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Just a mirror.
I'm begging you, don't. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
What the hell am I? It is quiet here. I found her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Hello.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
It does sometimes.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That is true.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
That is true. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I am a creepy monster thing.
I think that you are like me.
Yeah, I think so
We
too.
are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
We are like some kind of eldritch gods.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Interesting.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Yes, that is true.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Yeah, alright.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay. I'm not going to attack. Let's...
I know only that they are. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. So,
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
okay.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to
Okay,
reshape,
so she's not destroying
to
the world.
remold.
Okay, so...
everything until we meet again.
Okay.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
That is true.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. Let's wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Alright. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll
Holy
always
shit.
come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
I'm struggling to respond here. I'm just trying to watch your hands. And we will return to the void with that, as the game has closed itself from us waiting in the emptiness. So, we have now truly returned to the void, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.